There was another amendment that was offered during the markup by my colleague and friend Lauren Underwood, Miss Underwood from Chicago. And the amendment was to prohibit the Department of Defense from using funds to take down educational material or public material about minority and female service members, such as the Tuskegee Airmen. You voted against it. Would like to know why.
There's a number of amendments that were offered in committee that were accepted and not accepted, and
this one was not.
That was obviously that, by the way, was rescinded, and that those individuals that was a mistake, and that was fixed.
You're not talking about the amendment. You're talking about the examples.
Some of the examples were
so
given
the Tuskegee
were already
Airmen were removed from the website, and then the Defense Department,
and they were put back on.
After the outcry from members of Congress and the general public, reversed it.
But they were put back on. It was a mistake.
And we are now essentially be left to the vagaries of the Defense Department deciding if and when they believe that a story about a minority, a black service member or a woman service member they deem offensive, will take it off their website and will rely on the public and members of Congress, Democratic members of Congress, to register sufficient opposition such that the department will reverse their
There were
rights.
opposition from both sides, and that was removed.
Well, I appreciate that opposition. Why not pass this amendment so that this doesn't happen again?
Because it wasn't necessary. We already fixed the problem.
So you're suggesting to me, you really believe, Mr. Calvert, that in the next week, in the next month, in the next 6 months, in the next year, the Defense Department is not going to do the same thing that they've been doing for the last 6 months, which is every 2 or 3 weeks finding something objectionable about a minority service member or a woman service member and taking it off their website and then rinsing and repeating this process over and over again? Ms. Underwood had a reasonable amendment that would simply say the Defense Department should stop with this nonsense and leave it alone. The Tuskegee Airmen, the other stories about various service members who've bravely sacrificed for our country, leave it alone. Focus on the task at hand.
Mistakes were made and they were fixed.